Finally, we are where we want to be. That is the new song Arsenal football fans are actually putting out. And that is the new song that Master Arsenal actually singing and where we want to be. As an Arsenal fan, I'm at this special TV. I'm working on Arsenal fan here. Alaja, salam alaikum. Welcome, Arsenal. We are finally here where we want to be. So going forward, let me actually ask an Arsenal question from you as regards the Premier League. Now that we are setting an Arsenal 9 points ahead of Manchester City, are we going to sing the Arsenal song finally at the end day, at the final day of the season?
Well, we are taking it one step at a time this season. No rushing. Gone are those days where we have little gap and start shouting that we own the season or something. But this time it's going to be one at a time. We still have a lot of games to go, so yeah.
One at a time, an Arsenal fan says one at a time. I think it's a new mentality, a winning mentality as regards. Arsenal in the champion are playing all four fronts now: the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, at the same time the Premier League, which we very, very much certain that this is an Arsenal league to lose. Where do we see Arsenal? Where is the pegging ladder? Are we expecting the quadruple?
See, by the time I start saying quadruple now, somebody will come and jinx us at the back and be like, that's how they always say. Though, to be honest, we're expecting a league. We're expecting more than one. Now, I'm talking as a real Gunners fan. We're expecting more than one. But, it depends on the match, on the performance. We've outplayed ourselves. I remember watching Olivier Giroud's interview where he said that before, that when he was still at Arsenal, that whenever it is around February, March, that there's this panic, this fear within the players, because that's the moment they always drop. But if we look at it now, this match, we're in the middle of March and everything is still looking so fine and good. We're in the final of the Carabao Cup. We are still in the FA Cup playing Southampton next. So everything is looking good. It's looking exactly where we want to be. It's just for us to keep on focusing on it. And then hopefully by the end of the season, we'll be able to record like 2, maybe 3 cups.
Okay. We are where we want to be, as well as I said. Let me go back to the main question about Arsenal. So, beginning of the season, it's a very, very flowing football Arsenal playing. And toward the middle of the season, it's a different diversion of game. Is it the way forward?
Yeah, it is the way forward. Let's not forget that Arteta should I say, is having a little panic and is actually open for something to happen this season because of what has been happening. It has always been almost for the past 3 seasons now. And for this season, Arsenal got the right players, because the inclusion of Gyökeres and Eze brought in some little changes, and not forgetting Madueke. So it's as if Arsenal had tried to fill up some lapses, because we remember last season and last 2 seasons, so it was injuries that affected us. And now we've been able to focus more on that, which is very, very helpful this season. So I'll say it is a planned work, and it is working very, very well for Arsenal.
Okay. Working very well for Arsenal. And if we'll be rating the Arsenal Football Club and the various players they have, will you say this is the best Arsenal team for the past 5 years, or the Boss City team for the last 5 years who makes you win the league, or about to win the league that easily?
To be honest, I'll say this is the best Arsenal team. Not only the best, because apart from the players, now the mentality has changed. If you look at Arsenal 2-3 seasons ago, there's this low mentality they have that towards the end of every game, they always feel shaky. And before you know it, they drop from. In fact, most of the teams we dropped that defeated us last season, we've been able to defeat them this season. And that is something very, very good for the club. So I'll say it is a very good one. The inclusion of the players have been really good. Okay, let me take the back as an example. We have Mosquera. Mosquera joined. We have Incapi. No, California has been there for a while. We have Incapi. So the inclusion of the 2 players made it so much better than the previous. Why? Because when Saliba had injury, we didn't feel it. Unlike before, where they will have injuries and they will all be scared and worried that what is going to happen. Okay, now let me go to the attack. Look at Saka. When Saka got injured, we were so determined, we were so relaxed. Why? Because we have Madueke right there to come in and feeling for him. So, to be honest, I'll say yes, this is the right team. And everything is working out well because Ateta has been able to cover up the lapses we had in the previous seasons.
Do you think if Arsenal continue playing the way they are playing, of which I know for a fact that the Premiership are changing their rule because of Arsenal in terms of corner, set piece, and other thing. Next season, this pattern of approach, which is less creativity, more of playing ball to the corner and nodding into the post. Without this approach, I know this approach has won you more than 15, 20 points this season. Without this approach, do you see Arsenal, Arteta as the right man for the job?
To be honest, I'm not seeing any approach because all these set pieces is part of the game. The free kick is part of the game. The corner kick is part of the game. It's not as if they are just introducing it now because of us now. So don't let it sound like Premier League is fair. I mean, FA is favoring us or something. No, it is a teamwork that is working for us now.
Okay, you know why I'm asking this not asking question? Actually, I'm asking this question due to the fact that in the Champions League, you tend to score less goals in terms of corner set piece. Over time, when set pieces are being shoot up, the referees are there to put out infringement, of which in Premiership is never so. So that's why I'm saying going forward, is it the way forward? I haven't changed the rule. Would this approach, because in matches, if you watch Arsenal, if I watch Arsenal match very well, you realize that Arsenal tend to create less chances, more in the area of set piece. That is what it has been the truth. That's why I say going forward, do you see Arteta as the man for the job?
Well, wait, let me counter something you said that. You said in the Champions League. Let's not forget that the team we are playing in the Champions League is quite different from the teams we are playing in the Premier League. So I would say it is, we can't compare the performance of Champions League to the Premier League. If we are going to do that, then maybe we'll start judging the likes of Newcastle for their performance in the Champions League and where they are in the Premier League. If you're going to do that, you're going to start comparing Tottenham too, because right now in the Premier League, Tottenham is down below. In fact, they are close to relegation. And look at them in the Champions League; they're performing so well. So I wouldn't say it has anything to do with that. I just feel it is the game. But on Arteta, yes, if all Arteta needs and all he has been wanting is a medal. If he can grab this, then this is going to be like a great opportunity, not for his portfolio alone. It's not going to upgrade his portfolio alone, but it's going to give him the stay at Arsenal.
Okay. The reason why I'm sticking by Arteta is this. I remember the first trophy Arteta has won as Arsenal, which is the FA Cup. It is almost a sit back and a counter approach. So that's why I'm saying going forward for Arsenal, would love to play a Cincinnati type of football. Is Arteta the man for the job? Both trophy and a beautiful football.
To be honest, wait, oh, beautiful football help for real. Because I remember when we had the likes of Mourinho, Jose Mourinho. He came in and then brought in the pack the boss tactics. No one was talking about that then. I mean, no one condemned it then. So now, if Arsenal decide not to do the beautiful football where they focus more on the possession and all, only to end up the season without a medal, then if the approach is not working, what do? You change your tactics, which is what is working now. So yeah, on beautiful football, Arsenal is still playing beautiful football, but not like what you were expecting. Now we're playing to win. We are not playing to entertain. So that is what is happening now. And yes, for Arteta again, he will continue to play these same tactics and he will continue to use it to win more medal moving forward. Yeah.
Okay. On the Premiership, toward Arsenal, we're expecting them to win the league this season, 9 points above City, even though we're game and you still face City. So we expect that this is a league to lose for Arsenal, not by any fear or any disconviction of standard. Okay, so are we expecting more? If Arsenal end up winning just only the league and losing 3 trophies, do you regard the season as a disaster or as great season?
It will definitely be a great season. Why? Because this Premier League we're talking about, the last time Arsenal won it was 22 years ago. And if you look at Arsenal very well, in all of our games in the Premier League, if you look at you need to check the fans, the excitement, the joy that finally something is coming. And let's not forget, we have young fans now who are so dying hard to lift something with Arsenal. So this is going to be great. I won't call it a disaster. I'll just say it is. Well, we played hard in the other league tournaments, but it is going to be a massive win for us now if they eventually clinch one and not miss all.
Okay.
Yeah.
To continue with Arsenal as we get Premier League, do you think this Premier League season is one of the most drop down on type of performance from all teams, or Arsenal was just so spectacular?
I wouldn't say it is a bad performance from all team. Why? Because we all started with the same point. Arsenal happened to be the one at the edge. Why? Because of their performance, because of the way they started. And let's not forget that this same Arsenal we're talking about, they finished last 3 seasons on second position, same as last 2 seasons and same as last season. So that means they've been performing so hard. They've been working hard for this for where they are right now. So I don't call it a bad season for all. I'll just say, yeah, Arsenal had they had the determination to win this, and that is why they are where they are right now. So it's going to be. I won't write the other teams off. I mean, look at Aston Villa. They started so well. In fact, no, they didn't start well. But the middle of the season, they started well. They started coming up. Then they met themselves in the third position before they started crumbling again. I mean, look at them. They're performing. Same as Man United. When they got Carrick, everything changed for them. We remembered where Man United were before Carrick came in. And look at them now. They're in third position. So, yeah, I'm not going to write other teams off. I'll just say Arsenal has been so focused on this. And it is their teamwork and their great efforts that got them where they are.
Thank you very much. And I will have one more question as well. If you were to be the Arsenal sporting director, which player do you think we expect to be out of Arsenal? And which player do you expect to bring in?
That's a tough. That is really a tough question because right now I am enjoying all the players. But if I'm going to say one player to be out, if I want to be very, very honest, I'll say Jesus. Jesus, because it's as if the guy is using charm for us. Like, he would go on injury for long, come back, bring this though. For this season, he has really tried because he was able to rescue us in some games. But yeah, looking at it right now, I wouldn't pick anybody until the end of the season. That's when I'll be able to sit down and analyze all the players one after the other, and now say, okay, this is the person that's supposed to go. This is the person I want to come in. Yeah, but for right now, I'm not going to talk on that.
Lastly, national chemistry, team chemistry. Do you want a better version of Arsenal players next season? A better version of them playing the way they started the season? If you are to, okay, let me put it. If you had to choose an Arsenal winning season, do you expect to be this second half to the end or the first half to the season, even with winning trophy? Which will you expect as Arsenal fan?
No, to be honest, I'll pick the first half of the season because we had great performance. We were just bouncing and bouncing. Who would have thought Arsenal would be first in January? We were having great performance and everything was going on well. So yes, it's going to be the first and not the second. The second, we are struggling in the second. We are struggling and we are struggling hard. Why? Because we have a lot of tournaments we are playing in. I know these guys are human beings. Playing in, day out is not easy. Training every blessed day is not very easy. So the fatigue is really telling on them. But thanks to, I'm going to go back to the replacement. I mean, the players we had. Thanks to them. If not, maybe we wouldn't be where we are today. So yeah, it's going to be the first half of the season.
It's going to be the first half of the season, and this is Arsenal Football Club. There are so many discussions we have on Arsenal as we're going forward. This is a wonderful season for them. Winning a trophy, anyone at all, is a wonderful and successful one in Arsenal. And going forward, we also more discuss about Arsenal, as Squad Premiership, and other teams as well. Welcome to Patriot TV, and have a wonderful day.